Hi and welcome to this DCP Web tutorial. Before we start today's tutorial, it will be awesome if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share and comment on this video. Make sure you watch the whole video until the end so you gain all the skills and knowledge. Okay, so in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create bar charts in Libre Office 7 Calc. Okay, so on my desktop I've got this folder, and inside this folder I've got this blank spreadsheet. So let's go ahead and open up this blank spreadsheet, and we need to put some data inside the spreadsheet so that we can create a bar chart, right? So what I'm going to do is just make up some information here just so we've got some data. So I'm going to put in best TV shows and results. Now I'll explain how you can manipulate this data in other types of scenarios, but for now let's just put in some really good TV shows that I like personally myself. Maybe you guys don't like them so much, but I think these ones are pretty cool. And we use these as an example to build a bar chart, right? So we've got these different TV shows, and let's imagine we went out and asked people, you know, which one of these TV shows do you like the most? So we need to give some data. So you can almost think this is a bit like an opinion poll in a way, right? We're gathering data and we're putting that into the spreadsheet. So we've asked this many people, so we need to know how many people did we ask first of all. What was our total number of people we asked this question to? Which one of these particular TV shows do you like? So we can click on this cell down here, and we can use the sum tool here, click it and then hit enter, and we know that we spoke to 1,776 people, or we did a YouTube opinion poll, or on Facebook or somewhere else, right? So we've got the data, and now we want to create a chart from this, a bar chart. So let's hold down the left mouse button and select this data here. So hold down your left mouse button and select only this piece of data here. Let's go over to insert and go to chart here, chart. When you click on chart, we're going to click bar chart here, and you're going to see the bar chart updates, right? You can see the bar chart example down here. The only thing I'm going to do is click on elements down here. I'm going to give it a title, so I'm going to call it best TV shows, and I'm going to remove the legend here, remove it. We don't need that because we've got the names of the shows down the side here, right? And we'll just go ahead and click finish, and then we'll left click down here somewhere off of the chart, and then we can take the chart and just drag it up to here so it's aligned nicely. Let's double click back inside of the chart. So we double click and we go back into the chart, and we want to right click on it and go to insert data labels here. When we do insert data labels, we'll get the numerical values sitting on the side here, and then we can click on one of these little bars, right? If we click on it, basically you've got to click on it once and you'll see the little dot right here where my mouse cursor is. Click on it one more time and it will change to highlight the bar chart itself right here, the actual blue section here. Then we can right click on that and we can format the data point now. When we click on format data point, we can go to area and we can change its color. So let's make it blue, for example. It's light blue. So now the Luther particular one is light blue. We can click on the next one, right click on it, format data point, and we can make that orange color. So we can actually add some color to our chart. We can click on Vikings, right click on it, go to format data point. Let's make that green. And then the final one, Breaking Bad here, we can right click, go to format data point, and we'll make that one yellow, for example. And we'll leave this one dark blue. So here you can see the data, the bars actually been changed in their color. So a few people ask me, how do you actually change the color and how do you actually put the values there? That's quite important, right? Because if you're looking at this chart, if you didn't have the 451 there, you wouldn't really know that this is 451 value. You wouldn't really know that, especially if you print out the document. You can have the data next to it when you print it out as well, so I guess that could be useful. Let's left click outside. And the nice thing about this chart is when you update the data, so let's say that we asked all these people this question, and then we went back out and we asked more people the same question, and we got some more data in, and people started to like the shield. Maybe you said this is a good TV show, and maybe a lot more people watched it. So let's say it's 141 people. So when I hit the enter key, this orange section will actually update. So when I hit enter, you'll see that the chart actually grows in value, right? So it's all dynamic, it's all connected, because you selected this as the series of data that we want to work with in the beginning. So hopefully that all makes sense. This is how you do a basic chart, basic bar chart using Libre Office Calc 7. I use this sometimes when I want to visualize data, and it doesn't have to be TV shows, it could be anything, right? This could be the days of the week, so you could have 7 days down here, and you could do like the amount of miles that you maybe ran per day, and you could see that reflected here. You will have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you'll have the amount of miles that you ran during that period of time. Or you could do some sort of calorie counting. Imagine if you're on a bit of a diet and you want to do calorie counting, you could have the days of the week and how many calories you've consumed on each day, and you could have that chart there as well. Or you can use it for business. Maybe these are all the people that work in your company, and these are the amount of sales that they generated, and it just happens Luther's doing the best, right? This guy at the top, he's the top guy, and maybe this chart is displayed somewhere in your office at the end of the month, and there's some prize if someone maybe wins something, a bonus or something, if they generate the most amount of sales, for example. So you can use this chart in many different ways, right? This is just an example because I thought this would be easy for you to understand. So let's click the save button. Let's close down this spreadsheet and we'll close down this folder. That's the end of this tutorial. Hopefully you liked it. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and write a comment in the YouTube video if you're watching this on YouTube. That's the end of this tutorial. I hope you find it useful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next DCP Word tutorial.